So now we will see input attribute read only in input field. So guys, basically the input read only attribute specifies that an input field is a read only field. So basically, let's say if you want the input field to be displayed to the user, but you don't want the user to provide any of the values inside that input field, then you can provide this attribute that is read only, which will allow the user to only read that particular content inside the input field. Now a read only input field cannot be modified. However, a user can tab to it, which means the user can press on the tab key on the keyboard and go to that particular input field. Also the user can highlight it and copy the text from it. So basically all the other things can be done inside this read only input field, but the user cannot modify this field. Now the value of the read only input field will be sent when submitting the form. So when the user submits that particular form, the input field value that is present inside the read only field will be sent to the form. So guys, let us check this with the help of examples in VS Code. So previously we had seen the input fields that were having the value attribute, which will be shown by default. Now guys, let us say we only have the first name as the input field, and we will remove these lines of code, that is the last name over here, and this time we will again have the text input field in this case, and for the name attribute we will give the value as test, and the same value we provided to id, and before this we will provide the label, and for the for attribute we will say test as the value, and then the label that we will give is read only field in this case, followed by colon. So guys, over here we have provided the label that is read only field, and then after that we have this input field over here, and then after this let us have couple of line breaks in this case. But guys, currently this is a normal text field over here. So let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So as you can see, the label is being displayed, but the user can provide any of the values over here. So by default we will provide some value. So let's say we provide the value as customer in this case. Let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again. So as you can see, customer is getting displayed over here as the default value, but still the user can modify it, and user can provide any of the details based on the requirements. So what we have to do is, in order to make this field as read only, that is the user should not be able to modify it, we will simply provide the read only attribute. As you can see, this is the attribute that we can provide, and it doesn't require any value to be provided. So it is basically the read only keyword that you have to provide inside this input field over here. So guys, let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So as you can see, customer is the default value, but this time when you click on this input field, there is no cursor that is appearing, and then over here when I am typing the characters, I am not able to modify this field now. So since we have provided this input field with the read only attribute, the user will not be able to modify this particular field. And apart from that, user can click on the submit button in order to submit this form. So when we click on the submit button, as you can see, we have the f name parameter over here and the test parameter as well that we have provided to this read only field, and the value for this is customer over here. So basically whatever value is being provided in the read only field, it will be passed to the server, and since we have used the get request, we can see the parameters being passed as the part of URL. So guys, in this way you can easily create the input field with the read only value over here and allow the user to submit the form with that particular default value. Comment in the comment section below whether you have learned something out of this video. Please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to this channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. The next video that we are going to talk about is input attribute disabled in input field. So stay tuned.